Angry guy here, and men are avoiding society. Guys, if you're enjoying this content, please help get the channel to 100,000 subscribers on our journey to 2 million by subscribing to the channel if you already haven't, liking the video, and turning on notifications to never miss another video ever again. Now let's begin. Men are avoiding society. And just to give you some context, we're about to jump into a video. The girl in the video, this is from the Whatever podcast. The girl in the video, she's a regular. Her name is Madison, and she's with her father and I believe her mother. So her parents are there, and she's sitting across from the host, and this is pretty crazy. So she's 18 years old, and she reveals her body count. And we all know, you always multiply by 3. So whatever a girl says, you multiply that by 3. Now, keep in mind, this girl is only 18 years old, and her father, asks what her body count is, and she reveals it. So we're going to look at some of the comments afterwards, but first we're going to jump into the video itself.
What body count here? There's only, the body count is 1 now.
Oh, okay. You're a semi-born again virgin, but
well, so
recently lost it.
You should be able to subtract from your body count, right?
Subtract from the body count.
So let's say you're a body.
Do that.
Wait, hold on. Is this like the Ferris Bueller, where they put the brick on the reverse pedal and they run the car on reverse?
No, it's more like Hot Tub Time Machine.
Reduce the lower the odometer or whatever, speedometer.
Oh, that's funny. That thing when it's in his garage when
in
he
Ferris
drove
Bueller,
yeah, that's a fantastic.
Yeah.
Well, no, but let's say my body count is 12, okay, and
multiply it by 3, and that's the real number.
It's probably more. It's probably more than that. Come on.
You don't even know me.
Times 5.
You don't even know me.
100.
So let's say your body count is whatever it is. Let's say
lost track.
Let's say it's 30.
Sure.
Okay, and that's a lot.
Yeah.
For
Not really.
are you over 30? Is your body count over 30?
No comment. I'm a man of God.
Madison?
No comment.
Wait, say it.
She's
Come on,
not
Madison.
over.
Madison, you've already revealed it. You revealed it before.
I don't really know. Do I want to get into this right now?
Just for a second.
No,
Go.
I need to
What
hear
is
my
it?
daughter
Yeah.
speak. Now we're having a come to Jesus.
What is it?
8.
8?
Are you disappointed in your daughter?
8?
8.
Sweetheart, you're just...
He's going to get
She's
the
just
belt.
starting
No.
out.
There's like a
Starting
whole
out, man.
backstory I can get into it, but I'm
8?
not going to trauma dump right now.
You know.
Are you disappointed with 8, or are you just kind of like
He looks-
surprised at 8?
I'm a little,
A lot of people
Do you
are
wanna say sorry to
disappointed
your
by
father?
8.
Now, guys, I want to just talk about this a little bit. We want to look at some of the comments on the video itself. So a father hearing his daughter had 8 partners isn't a comfortable thing. But 8, and she's just 18. Holy cow, that had to be rough. And guys, literally, they just said multiply by 3. So he knows that it's closer to 24. This woman has had that many partners, and it's actually kind of interesting because I don't know. I don't know. He just it just hit him. She's just starting out. So even 8 at 18, she just turned 18 at the time of this video, and she had 8. She had 8. She claims that she had 8 partners, and again, it's multiplied by 3, so it's really 24. And closer to 24, and it's just kind of insane. There's a saying though that daughters that fathers that have promiscuous past, they always end up having daughters, and it seems like it's true. Like if you're a guy that was this type of guy, his wife just basically suggested that his body count is in the hundreds. He's a freaking Chad. He's like an old Chad. You could see he was this guy's still in shape. If it wasn't for the face, this guy's ripped, and it's just pretty darn interesting. Maybe it's karma coming back to him. He did a lot of these things when it came to others. No one wants to know that their daughter has a body count this high. And if you're looking further at the comments, the dad went through all the stages of grief in 8 minutes. Let's go ahead and watch the stages he goes through.
I wanted to say sorry
like
to
to
my
say sorry
father.
to your
I've
father?
never revealed this to my father before, so
8. Wow. I guess the 8 don't hate.
8 don't hate.
Yeah, 8 don't hate. I can't hate over the 8.
What is your body count?
Man, like think about it. She just said, "I want to say sorry to my father. I want to say sorry to my father." She's 18. She's 18 years old. Okay, I want to say sorry to my father. My gosh, guys, look at the shame on him. Guys, he's broken. He's broken.
Do you remember?
Oh.
Do you even know?
8.
Do you know?
I don't think he knows.
Yeah, it's very brave of you to say that, Madison, and I appreciate your courage
He's skipping the question.
to come and say that in front of 5 million subscribers,
Yeah.
3.5.
4.2.
But who's counting?
Well,
Obviously, you are.
4.2.
4.2.
4.2.
Right.
But
We gotta be accurate.
you know, to come out and say that today because, you know, I think there's a lot of people who judge.
Yeah,
Right. And to
very
come out and
much
say
so.
that, I think, is a beautiful thing. And it shows me that you're very comfortable in your skin and what you've done and who you are. And I'm very proud of you.
Thank you. I
You're, wait,
appreciate
So you
you're
it.
think
proud
that's
of
a
You're
lot?
proud of her.
Wait, so you
You're
think that's a
proud
lot?
of-
No,
Proud
no,
of
no,
it?
not a
He's
lot or not a
saying
little.
I'm
I'm just
brave
proud
for
of you
coming
for
out
coming
here.
out and being
Oh, for-
vulnerable and saying that, saying, hey, this is me.
I'm not gonna lie about it.
Yeah, this
That's
is-
the thing. I
honest.
will
What's the point?
always say
She's honest.
I will always say I'm not gonna make any excuses for that because that I cannot change anything about that.
And why would you
enjoy
want to?
yourself,
It's-
you
it-
don't
it's
need
who
to
you
make an
are.
excuse.
Like as I've gotten older, I've developed more values and morals, and like I know who I am for
Madison,
myself.
Your mic. Here, move these.
What?
The mic's
It's covering your face.
it's covering
a
your
bit.
Oh,
face. You're just
sorry.
not talking
And
straight.
well, you know
into it.
what? I
Yeah.
think it's Freudian, right? She's feeling
hiding.
subconscious, so
Yeah.
she's hiding.
Yes.
Oh, sorry. I won't hide anymore.
It's
But
all
yeah,
good.
I will always just say like I will never make excuses for myself. I fully take accountability for like my past and things that I've done. But I have I have a boyfriend right now who I'm very very happily with and committed to. But it's 8. It's gonna be 8 for the rest of my life. When I'm 60-year-old, it's gonna be 8 too.
Oh, wow.
So
So that's just your answer? It's not
Okay.
even real?
no,
How is it going to be 8 when you're 60?
because
She's saying her current boyfriend
Is going to be
is
the
for
last
life.
one. That's the last
Oh,
one.
that's so naive.
Oh wow. Oh, okay.
Oh God. Oh God. Daddy's pissed. Daddy got pissed off. Daddy couldn't take it anymore. Daddy couldn't take it anymore, bro. Daddy could not take it anymore. I mean, let's go going back to the comments. Is this guy said the dad went through all stages of grief in 8 minutes. Damn, I'm not a father, but even still, I felt his pain. He seems like a good father, but you can tell he's weak when it comes to feminism. The mother was the worst of all. You never encourage that type of behavior, period. That does not mean that she won't do it. That shock to the dad's face was because it was happening under his roof. That is a whole different level of disrespect. Yep. Father, you can undo your body count. Also, Father 8 with a look of shame and guilt. Oh gosh, oh gosh, oh gosh. He knows that his soul is 24. He knows that his soul is 24. Holy cow. Oh, look at this. This is actually a comment from a woman. He went from shock to disappointment to shame and acceptance and then encouragement in 2 minutes flat. His first few emotions were correct. The last two were that of a weak liberal. Holy cow. Holy cow, holy cow. My goodness. I find this pretty interesting.
That's so
What?
cute. That's cute.
Because that's what we thought when we were 18.
Uh-oh.
really.
Yeah,
yeah.
absolutely.
Sorry,
When you
Frankie.
know, you
When,
know,
Sorry,
though.
when
Frankie.
you're growing up, you think this is the one. This is the one the rest of my life. And then that one breaks your
I
heart.
feel
And then
like
you move on.
In a way, I like growing up. I was like forced into maturity. I would say. Like I feel like I've already grown up. I know I'm 18, but I feel like a little older than I already am. And I feel like I don't know. When you know, you know.
Okay.
Yeah, when you know, and I fully believe you when you tell me that this in your mind will be the last man, and then maybe it will or won't. It doesn't matter, but someone who's gone through the experience of, oh, I know, and you know until you don't know, And there's a possibility that it could change. But again, just to go back, I want to commend you on your courage to come out and talk openly about your, past sexual experiences, because a lot of people wouldn't do that. It's
I
a
feel
very
like there's a
courageous
lot
thing
of
to do.
people in the situation that I am too that do get like judged very often for their body count, because it matters like a lot nowadays in
But why?
modern day society. Because would you like to explain
Oh,
why
gosh.
body
Tell
count
me
matters,
why.
Brian?
Why
Should
does
we
a
get
body
into
count
it? Should we
count?
get into it?
Why does it count?
Men seek purity whenever finding a woman, and that's mainly the reason why I feel like body count matters, right, Brian?
I mean, I wasn't anticipating diving into body count, but I mean, I think there's something to be said. One, obviously, the more sexual partners you've had, there's a higher risk of having an STD. That's one component. Certainly, it could be the case if you've had 100 previous sexual partners, you lucked out, you rolled the dice, and you didn't.
Although you can be careful.
You can. However, I would say even if you are using protection, there are certain like STDs that can, like if you've got herpes or something, like
Just busts right through the rubber.
well, depending on where it is on the person, if it's like on, a condom doesn't necessarily preclude.
Simply put, no man wants to be with someone that every other guy has been with, And you look at what's happening with Destiny right now, the streamer, his wife left him for a guy that has serious mental health issues, and he allowed her to go out and be the town bicycle, and this is the result of it. And he's crying on social media that his wife left him, and this really this guy with some serious issues took his wife, but he allowed. Destiny's a millionaire. He is a millionaire. His wife had no need to do any of these things. They were on very good terms. They had a great relationship, and he allowed her to live this life. She did not do it for the money. She did not need the money. Guys, she was literally on social media selling herself for a few dollars. A few dollars. It is absolutely ridiculous. I mean, the money that she made from doing this, Destiny could have given her that very easily. And she was on other videos, on other streaming platforms with people doing this stuff. I mean, this is absolutely sickening. And Destiny is now crying on social media because some guy took his wife, and he's like, he can't understand how this ever could have happened. Like, bro, you allowed your wife out into the streets, and then you're wondering how she got caught up in the streets. I said it is from the streets that they came, it is to the streets that they shall return. And he has no business crying about it. He has no business crying that this man took his wife. You allowed this man to have your wife, and she didn't want to come back to you after he was done. Let's just be very, very real about it. You look at these situations, you look at the father in this video, and he is covered in shame, but he's a liberal, so he's trying to act like it's cool and everything. Back in the old days of Farmer Brown, if Farmer Brown's daughter was out in the community doing these types of things, there would be a knock on the door eventually, and it would be the mothers and the fathers in the community, and basically they'd have a word with Farmer Brown and say that, my son caught this from your daughter, and I understand if it was like, if she was just with one guy, but she's been with the entire football team at this point, and you guys are gonna have to leave, So we don't want to make this more difficult than it has to be, but you're gonna have to vacate this land. We can help you set up a buyer. Tim down the street, he's been looking to expand. He'll take the farm off your hands, but you can't be around here anymore. Can't be around here anymore. And Farmer Brown's gonna say, listen, we'll send her away. No. And they're gonna limit. No. It's far past that point. Like it's one thing if it was isolated, but you mess with my kids, you mess with me. My son has to like take penicillin now. She spread it all over the place. She spread it to all of these kids, all these boys, and we're not going to tolerate it. And you already understand how it is. So either you get out or we're going to drag you out, but it's one or the other. All right. But like I said, we have an offer. We'll give you about half the value of the property because you're going to have to leave soon. And Farmer Brown's going to say, for half the value of the property, how are we supposed to survive? Listen, you brought this onto yourself. This is not acceptable in this community. You're lucky that we're even allowing you to leave this way, because, in the old days, there just would be nothing left. A bunch of us would just show up in the middle of the night, and then, you and the farm would be gone in the morning, and we'd be starting over from there. But, we're trying to do things differently now. So yeah, just grab your stuff and, You guys, we'll work with you. We'll work with you, but you gotta get out of here. You and we better not see that girl. She better she's not don't let her show her face in school. She's not. In fact, we don't even want to see her around. Like, you guys need to go as quickly as possible. You need to go as quickly as possible, and we have a time frame. And that's basically how it would be, guys. If you're enjoying this content, help get this channel to 100,000 subscribers by subscribing to the channel if you already haven't, liking the video, and turning on notifications to never miss another video ever again. Men are avoiding society. What do you guys think regarding this? I want to know your thoughts, so let's talk about it in the comments. Like the video if you like it. Don't forget to subscribe. And if you like the video, share the video. And just remember that all roads lead to MWA Men walking away. And cheers.